radio. With Big D and Bubba.
It's a John Barry week.
Yeah, baby.
What's up there, Mr. Barry?
Well, you know, it's keeping it real.
All right, we are diving right into it right now with John Barry.
John Barry is our guest this week. Hello to you, Mr. John Barry.
Hey.
It is so good to be here.
He's confused. I think what's happening is he can't see you as well as he sees me, so he's looking at me trying to figure out if it's my voice moving or yours.
We're radio's only mimes. I don't know if you knew that.
I'm a ventriloquist.
Yeah, just throw it right over here.
Hey, take us back to 1994 and that huge song of Your Love Amazes Me. First time you heard it, you were like, this is the one, or let it grow on me?
Oh, no, we knew. And I was playing clubs in Athens at the time. Athens, Georgia, you know, college town, UGA, go Dogs. And our job, me and my band, our job was to have college kids roar for 4 hours. And we were good at it.
Yeah.
We'd play that song, and it would be 3.5 minutes of quiet.
Oh.
It was like,
Yeah, you knew that if you got them quiet, you were doing your job as well.
and then they started requesting that amazing song, Your Love Amazing song. And we knew we were on to something, so off we went.
Yeah, off it went.
And daggone Tanya Tucker had it on hold.
She
what?
did.
No way.
Yeah. We were both on Capitol at the time, and she finally turned her record in, and it wasn't on there. She didn't include. She recorded it, but didn't include it.
Oh, wow.
And so she reminds me
Yeah.
whenever I see her that I owe her.
Right. Number one from 1994, it's John Barry. Your Love Amazes Me. John Barry's joining us this week. I guess I didn't really know that. I knew you had, the brain surgery and vocal cord stuff in the past, but didn't know that you were literally in a hospital room when the song went number one in 94 of Your Love Amazes Me.
Yeah, I woke up from brain surgery, and the first thing my wife said, you said was, how'd my song do?
Well, you're number one, and you're like, I don't know if I'm in heaven, just keep me in.
And of course, what they didn't realize is that with brain surgery, your memory gets really short.
Mm-hmm.
You have no short-term memory.
Right.
So I kept asking, how'd my song do?
Yeah.
3 minutes later, how'd my song do?
I keep waiting for you to go. And also short-term memory. I don't know. There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right,
I
John.
would still be asking people, how'd my song do?
Yeah.
It's an honor to have John Barry in the studio with us over 3 decades of songs and hits and touring and a song back. Take us back to 1996. She's Taking a Shine.
Man, what a cool song. It was just a fun, very 90s country record.
Yeah.
Just really, matter of fact, one of the guys who sang, Greg Barnhill, sang backup on all these records I did. He's the guy backup vocalist. He was co-writer, so it was really cool to have him have one of his songs on my record.
Is that not normal for somebody to sing backup on their own song? Like, could they request it, or was that just very unique to have it happen?
I think it was pretty unique. I mean, most writers aren't singers anyway. Most writers, you hear a writer a demo, you're like, good thing you got some singers around. But there are some good ones, of course. But Greg, he's just been the guy who did harmonize with me on all these records.
Well, now you're going to make us listen for Greg rather than you.
That's right.
Yeah, come on.
John Barry is our guest this week. And I got to tell you, John, I know you guys got nominated for an award for it, but you and Hal Ketchum and Charlie Daniels, Long Hair Country Boy, hearing this, man, part of that duets album, I was just like, this is almost as good. And hearing you guys taking on a huge song,
It's an anthem.
It's an anthem. How important was it for you to work with Charlie Daniels?
Man, it was so fun. When I signed my deal with Capitol in '94, I signed a management deal with David Corlew, who was Charlie's manager.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was with him for 5 years, and And Charlie was just the best, man.
Yeah.
He was just a kind soul. Anything he could do to help. He wasn't just throwing advice out there. But if you needed some advice, he'd give it.
Yeah.
Just a super guy.
I miss his voice, like
Yeah.
just his talking. Like the way he used to have that growl. Hey boys, what are y'all doing?
How y'all doing, fellas?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, here we go. John Barry's our guest. Get more with John Barry on the way. Hang on. John Barry's our guest this week on the show. Such a fan of the music of John Barry. All right, so, John, this is where dealer's choice. You get to request a song and tell us why you want us to play it.
Well, I want you to play this song because I wish I had recorded this song.
Okay.
And every time I hear Sammy sing it, I just want to smash the radio in because he does this an amazing job singing this song.
What is the song?
Well, it's a song about a woman.
Love of my life.
Love of my life.
Oh.
Man.
Hey, you know what? I think you're one of like a long list of people that wish they had recorded this song.
Yeah. And Sammy did a great job, too. He just sang his tail off, and he just pisses me off.
John Barry is our guest this week. And all right, so John, all the country songs and whatnot, there was a moment when Bubba and I remember hearing your version of Oh Holy Night, and it changed Christmas music for me anyway.
I think for many, because even for like singers,
Yeah.
like I think every country singer tries to do your arrangement
Yeah.
and has since those, I don't know, since they laid their ears upon this song. Like when you hit, I'm gonna scooch forward a little bit. When you go into all this. Here it comes. There's another.
Did you know when you're recording that right then, you're like, this is touched, something's special?
I'll tell you something really crazy. I had brain surgery on May 10th of 94. The Day Your Love Amazes Me was an #1 record.
Right.
My producer, Chuck Howard, who created this masterpiece, called my wife, Robin, up and said, we forgot all about that recording session coming up. And she goes, oh my gosh. He said, well, I'm going to cancel it. And she said, no, John needs the distraction. I mean, we recorded this on June 8th of 94.
Fresh after your brain.
I don't remember
surgery.
being there. I have
You
no
don't remember
recollection.
it?
I have no recollection
Oh
of
my
recording
gosh.
that.
Well, I noticed when you were listening to it, you listened to it like
Like it's the first time.
Yeah.
you got goosebumps.
And I hate to get emotional about it, but it was one of those moments that you can't make up. You can't create. You can't plan. You can't write a script.
Right.
That there we were, Connie Ellisor, the violinist, world-class violinist. Chuck told me later when they were doing the violin parts and cello parts with John Ketchings that Connie's violin kept going out of tune. And he's like, Connie, across the headphones, Connie, what in the world's going on with your instrument? She's a world-class violinist. And Chuck, she says, well, I'm listening to John sing this song. It's so beautiful. And I remember a month ago, we're praying he'd survive, much less sing again.
Wow.
And she said the tears are falling off my cheek onto my violin.
Oh.
And you can't write that. Mm-mm. You can't make that up. On the other end of the spectrum, and people felt it. people heard that on the radio, and they didn't know why. What the reason was we captured something like Garth Brooks capturing Friends in Low Places, other end of the emotional spectrum. But how much fun was Garth having when they cut that, And they captured this fun musical photograph. Well, we captured this very emotional Christmas song that just rang true in people's hearts. And
lightning in a bottle. When it happens, you can't explain it. You just go, well, thank you, God.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. And it was one of those moments we, cut over here and on 19th Avenue and 4, and DJs loved it because it was 5 minutes long. So that didn't hurt us.
John Barry hanging out with us this week. We'll go back to 1995, Standing on the Edge of Goodbye. See, this is one of the songs. This is, to me, I know a lot of people think of, Your Love Amazes Me, but Standing on the Edge is, to me, one of it's like your signature song, but that's just me.
I do. I came up with that chorus. It was I attribute it to a friend of mine who I went to visit with. He was I could tell he had a conversation he needed to have in person. Mm-hmm. And we're walking around the neighborhood, and he said, John, I feel like my wife is standing on the edge of the driveway looking for somewhere to go. And all I could think was stand on the edge of the driveway.
You're like, sorry, I got to go now and help write a song.
Yeah. I said, by the way, you got a pen and paper? I write that down real quick. But I came up with that chorus, and we're on the road. We're on the road with Reba McEntire, and every day at sound check we play the chorus because all I have was the chorus, and the sound check guys were request, hey, play that "Stand on the Edge" thing. Wow. We just play the chorus over for 5 minutes, And I couldn't finish it. Chuck Howard loved it, my producer. He loved it. And he said, you need to get together with Stuart Harris and finish that. And I got together with Stuart, and we finished it in an hour and a half.
Wow.
And of course, all this was at the same time. I was recording that album. I got sick, recorded "Oh Holy Night." All that was in that same March, April, May, June
of 94.
Of 94.
Wow.
And it was crazy.
All right, well, let's turn it up. Standing on the Edge of Goodbye, it's John Barry.
John Barry's our guest this week, and still on the road, man. You're still doing it. You still enjoying? I asked you earlier off the air if you enjoy traveling. Bubby said, "Well, I'll sit and sing, stand there and sing until everyone's gone."
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you still getting as many shows as you can, doing all the things. You can get to obviously your website and get all the information on touring.
And you can also get the merch at the website. Got a great John Barry hat here. I love the colors. Yeah.
I appreciate it. My wife, Robin, creates all that stuff. So.
Oh, she did great.
Yeah, she creates all the merch and does a great job with it. She's got a real flair for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, if you want to find out tour information or merch, johnbarry.com, or just look up John Barry Music on any of the socials.
Yeah.
John Barry, our guest this week. You can find him online. Just look up John Barry Music. Hey, take us back to What's in It for Me, song back in 94. Again, in that sweet spot for you.
Yeah, the debut album, cut that song. It was written by Gary Burr. And man, boy, what a writer he is. Mm-hmm. And I've recorded a lot of Gary's songs. I think every album for a long time had one of Gary's songs on it.
Yeah. And
he's just a great writer. He writes in that range for me, that pushy range that I got to really reach for it. And because some people have that gift of being able to sort of, and I'm going to say this in the most respectful way because I think the world of him. Alan Jackson has this gift of being able to talk with melody. Mm-hmm. And he talks to your heart. He just talks to your soul. When Alan sings, he's just having a conversation with you. It's so amazing. Mm-hmm. When I do that, it's so boring. It just is. There's a song I cut called "If That Ain't Love, I Don't Know What Is." Great song. And in concert, at the end of it, it is like golf clap. Oh, John, that's nice. Would you scream something at us, please? But that song, "What's in It for Me," and Gary just has that. he writes those songs that kind of push the edge of the vocal. You know,
Yeah.
he works a lot with Kenny Loggins and stuff like that. So he's got that kind of edgy kind of. So I love his songs, and What's in It for Me is one of those songs that just it'll rip your head off. You know, it's pretty cool.
Our guest this week, the one and only John Barry. Man, I always want to ask you about, because your voice is so unique. You have kind of the raspier, graveler voice.
Is that a word?
Well, it was a word.
It is now.
It is. Before you had the surgery, was it kind of that way? Did it get more that way, and you just kind of captured it and said, "Hey, this is where I am now, and I like it"?
No, it was before I had the vocal cord surgery. I was really digging where my voice was going, where the texture. Because I had played clubs for years and years and years and sang 5 and 6 nights a week for 4 hours a night,
Yeah.
and then I was on the road touring and you know, which is in itself is a hard enough thing, but it just had this nice texture. And then had vocal cord surgery and it took a little while to start singing again, and it was just clean as a whistle. I was like, shut up. You know, I worked on this, but now of course I had throat cancer 6 years ago, and so it's starting to get nasty again.
Right where you like it, right?
Yeah, but it took a long time to get that texture thing going on, but now it's just getting old.
John Barry, our guest this week, as we go back to 1994, that sweet spot of John Barry, and we should just call that Barry's time for sure. John Barry's time. You and Only You took it to number 4. What a great song, huh?
Chuck Jones, the guy that wrote Your Love Amazes Me, same writer. He wrote You and Only You. And if my wife was here, she'd tell you that often after shows when she's visiting with people will ask her, because she sings with me. She's been singing with me for years. And they say, what's your favorite song? What's your favorite song of John's? And she'll tell you hands down is to stand on stage while I sing You and Only You.
Oh.
And she just loves that song. And it's a powerful song. It came across so well received. It was on 2 albums.
Wait, it was on 2 albums?
It was on the first album and the second album. Yeah. So it crossed the plane.
Well, I'm glad it stuck around, because now we get to play it.
John Barry has been our guest this week, and John, I can tell you, thank you enough, man, for your love of the Lord and your love of music, and also the love of Christmas. Your John, the John Barry Christmas, the John Barry, the tours that have just been going on and on and on. You can follow all that on on his social media and on his website as well. But thank you, man. We appreciate the time today.
I appreciate that a lot, and people. I hope they'll make way to come out and be with us. I know if you take all the people who come to our Christmas shows over the past 28 years that we've done the tour, this year's coming up as our 29th annual tour. But if you took them all from the past 28 years, it'd be like not even a Kenny Chesney show. Not even one. So there's lots of people who've never heard me do our Christmas show.
It's so good.
And I love it. And we're actually bringing it to the Nashville area for the first time in 29 years.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
We're going to be at Harkin Hall, just up here on the north side of town.
Okay.
And if you've never been to Harkin Hall, which you probably haven't, it's a new room up there that is absolutely spectacular. And they spent millions building this theater. And I can't wait to be there. We'll be there on Sunday night before Christmas. And so we'll be closing out the Christmas tour there.
Okay, and then you continue. Do you plan to keep doing the Christmas tour for until you are just you can't?
Yeah, we'll just keep going. So.
Okay, love that. And again, you can get all the dates and all that on your website.
Yeah, it really has been. It started off as a Christmas show we did at our little church in Athens, Georgia. Before my wife and I, before I ever had a record deal, when we got married, our pastor Fred Rowell asked if we'd come to a Christmas program, not call them concerts. Just come to a Christmas program at the church, and because I was the guy singing at the bars in town, but Fred knew my heart, and so we came, and me and my wife Robin, our sister-in-law Tracy, and the church pianist Betsy Williams, And we did our little Christmas program, sang "Oh Holy Night." It was a big hit. The church loved it. We did it the next year. Then the next year, the band joined us. And then the next year, our fiddle player also was a violinist for the University of Georgia Symphony. And he brought 8 of his friends.
Oh, wow.
Had a little string section. So it became this cool thing.
Just grew and grew and grew.
And "Oh Holy Night" became this thing in Athens to come to the show and hear "Oh Holy Night," you know. And it just became a real blessing for us when we recorded it. And we went out on the road and took the tour and traveled doing the tour. And we've done it, you know, like 28 years. Macon, Georgia is the only city we've done every year. And we have families who've been there every year.
Yeah.
We have one family in particular. They started coming when the girls, their husband and wife, the 2 girls were like 3 and 5. They have a picture book from every single year, us getting pictures together.
Oh, what a great family tradition.
And then a couple of years ago, one of the girls unbeknownst to her, ended up getting engaged at the show.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's just cool. It's been cool to be a part of people's Christmas in that way, and where it's such a meaningful thing. I think that's one of the greatest things about what I've gotten to do with songs like "Your Love Amazes Me" and things like that, where they've been used in engagements or wedding anniversaries,
Right.
important moments in people's lives. And Christmas, of course, is a huge moment.
It's got to feel good to
families'
matter.
lives.
You matter. You're a part of their family now.
And there's just nothing like that. There's just nothing like that. And it's been a real blessing, and God's used it to touch people. And I was doing an interview not too long ago, and somebody said, you know, you've been really well known for your Christmas music. And they said, if that is your legacy, are you okay with that? I said, if my legacy is being well known for singing a song about Jesus being born, put me up for that. Sign me up.
John Barry, it's been an honor. Thank you.
John.
Been a treat to be with you guys.
With Big D and Bubba.